Whilst WWE announced a number of confirmed participants before the Rumble, they still managed to reserve a few spots for surprise entrants. In past Rumbles, we've seen WWE legends and Hall of Famers return, not to mention NXT call-ups. This year has been no different, as we saw a number of surprise entrants in both the men's and women's Rumble. The women's Rumble went on first, and its first surprise came in at number 11 with Xia Li. She didn't manage to get quite far in the Mae Young Classic tournament last year, but she proved to have a lot of heart in NXT, enough to appear in the women's Rumble. Lee came out at number 11, a number that hasn't proved to be very successful in the past, but nevertheless, Lee tried her absolute best, but sadly made no eliminations. She didn't last long either, and was quickly eliminated by Charlotte Flair. She was the 6th person to be eliminated overall. Number 2. Kyra Sain. Coming in at number 14 was NXT's Kyra Sain, who went straight for Charlotte Flair in the match, hitting her with some devastating palm strikes where the two exchanged painful shots to the chest. Sain, with some help from Natalya, managed to eliminate Sarah Logan, but the elimination of the Riot Squad member prompted the trio to gang up and attack Sain, where she was eventually eliminated by Ruby Riott as the 15th elimination. Number 3. Maria Kanellis. Mike and Maria Kanellis were reportedly in hot water for leaking information to news sources of their planned departure from WWE, as reports of them handing in their notice for release spread like wildfire over social media within hours. The two were quick to refute the reports, but the damage was already done, as it was said that WWE officials were not happy with the two. It looked like WWE wanted to teach them a lesson by leaving them off television, but possibly had a change of heart last minute, giving Maria a chance to enter the Royal Rumble. Maria, who hasn't wrestled since the Evolution pay-per-view, entered at number 15 and tried to get in between both Lacey Evans and Charlotte Flair, but was quickly put in her place. She had a short but weird face-off with Alicia Fox, destroying her signature captain's hat. Maria was then subsequently eliminated by Fox. Number 4. Candice LeRae. She's probably one of the most experienced women on the NXT roster today, with her wrestling career starting all the way back in 2002. After signing with WWE in 2017, she finally managed to make her main roster and Rumble debut, entering in at number 17. She managed to hit a sweet missile dropkick on Ember Moon and attempted to eliminate Kyra Sain. After only a few minutes in the match, she fell victim to Ruby Riott. Number 5. Kacy Catanzaro. The former American Ninja competitor didn't manage to win the Women's Royal Rumble, but she did however give us one of the best Royal Rumble saves in recent history, something even Kofi Kingston and John Morrison would be impressed with. During the match, Kacy was kicked off the apron, but managed to keep both her feet off the ground by landing on her hands. She then scooted over to the ring post, wrapping her legs around it and picking herself off the floor to get back into the ring. Despite the effort to get back in the ring, she couldn't avoid getting eliminated by Rhea Ripley. Number 6. Hornswoggle. During the match, Zelena Vega dipped into Jerry Lawler's Royal Rumble Book of Tactics and decided to hide under the ring for the duration of the match. This allowed her to get some necessary rest and stroll back in, hopefully during the final handful of wrestlers. This plan didn't work, however, as somebody had already been hiding under the ring with her, Hornswoggle, who although wasn't an official participant, he returned to chase Vega around the ring. She would be another victim of Rhea Ripley. Number 7. Io Shirai. The runner-up to the Mae Young Classic tournament last year came just in the nick of time to help her friend Kyra Sain, who was getting triple-teamed by the Riot Squad. Shirai managed to take all 3 of them out with an awesome-looking Asai moonsault to the outside. She would however be eliminated by the powerful Nia Jax. Number 8. Rhea Ripley. The reigning NXT UK Women's Champion managed to give an impressive showing at the Rumble, eliminating a respectable 3 participants. She would however be stopped in her tracks by Bayley. Number 9. Becky Lynch. The Irish lass kicker was sadly unsuccessful in recapturing the SmackDown Women's title from Asuka in what could only be described as a hard-hitting and physical match. You could however hear a sigh of disappointment throughout the Chase Field Stadium, as Carmella would come out as number 30 and all of us were sure we wouldn't see Becky Lynch enter. However, all was not lost as number 29 entrant Lana suffered a kayfabe ankle injury earlier on in the night. Lynch came out and had Finley's blessings to officially enter the Rumble, and she managed to overcome all the remaining competitors, eliminating Charlotte Flair for the win. Number 10. Erick Rowan. Whilst he wasn't in the Rumble, one half of the Bludgeon Brothers Erick Rowan returned from injury during the WWE Championship match between AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan. Something was off though, as Rowan appeared in just normal clothes, no hammer by his side or mask on his face. With no explanation at all, he would attack AJ Styles, giving Daniel Bryan the upper hand and the win to retain his WWE Championship. Number 11. Jeff Jarrett. Double J Jeff Jarrett hadn't wrestled in WWE since 1999, where he faced Chyna in a Good Housekeeping match before being fired by Vince after he allegedly held him up for money owed, though there have been various accounts of what really happened. Nevertheless, all things were patched up during the WWE Hall of Fame ceremony last year. Jarrett would enter at number 2 and try to have a duet with Elias, possibly serenading the crowd with his number 1 hit, Be My Baby Tonight. But just before that could happen, Elias attacked him, as this was every man for himself after all. Elias then smashed his signature guitar on him, leading to an elimination. Number 12. Shinsuke Nakamura. Whilst many of us thought Shinsuke didn't have any chance of winning back the US Championship, he did just that on the kickoff show, defeating the Bulgarian Brute with a Kinshasa to the back of the head for the 3 count. Shinsuke entered at number 3 as a surprise entrant. Could he do it again and win the Rumble just like he did last year? No he couldn't. Shinsuke did last a good amount of time, but he was eliminated by Mustafa Ali. Number 13. Kurt Angle. Since WWE did away with any authority roles on both SmackDown and Raw in December last year, the now former general manager of Raw has a bit of free time on his hands and managed to enter the Royal Rumble. Angle entered in at number 4, where he managed to perform a few German suplexes, but would only last a couple of minutes before being eliminated by Shinsuke Nakamura, the second elimination to happen in the Rumble. Number 14. Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano managed to defeat Ricochet on NXT TakeOver to win the NXT North American Championship. Gargano didn't stop there however, as he decided to try his hand at entering and winning the Royal Rumble and be awarded the chance to face either the WWE Champion or Universal Champion at WrestleMania. He managed to hang on in the Rumble for a considerable amount of time and even managed to get an elimination. Gargano eliminated Jinder Mahal, who only lasted an embarrassing 38 seconds. He would soon be gone after being eliminated by Dean Ambrose. Number 15. Curt Hawkins. Trying the same tactics as Zelena Vega, Curt Hawkins would take his chances by hiding under the ring, hopefully until the ring cleared out a bit. However, when number 11 entrant Titus O'Neil emerged, this time very cautiously, he went under the ring to find Hawkins. Shockingly, Hawkins managed to eliminate O'Neil, but he was swiftly taken care of by Samoa Joe. Number 16. No Way Jose. No Way Jose's entrance, complete with conga line, managed to last longer than his time in the ring. Entering at number 15, Jose danced his way down to the ring, only to tie with Santino Marella as having the fastest elimination in Rumble history, lasting approximately 1 second only. Number 17. Pete Dunne. The NXT UK champion entered in at number 18 and made some serious impact, targeting the big men Samoa Joe and Drew McIntyre. Despite his efforts, the Bruiserweight made no eliminations during his stay and was dumped out by the Scottish psychopath Drew McIntyre. Number 18. Alistair Black. It was one of the surprise entrants many of us hoped for, as the former NXT champion made his Royal Rumble match debut. Entering at number 21, Black would head straight for Pete Dunne. He would shockingly eliminate Dean Ambrose, somebody we thought would surely be there during the final stages of the match. He would be eliminated by Baron Corbin of all people. Number 19. Shelton Benjamin. The former 3-time Intercontinental Champion also made an appearance in the Rumble, entering in at number 22. The ever-athletic Benjamin still hadn't lost his touch, as his fluidity during the match hadn't changed since he last entered the Rumble in 2010. After skinning the cat, Benjamin would be eliminated by the monster among men, Braun Strowman. And number 20, Nia Jax. One of the most shocking Royal Rumble entries came right at the end of the night. R-Truth, who had been awarded the number 30 spot in the Rumble, was announced all the way back in December and was the first entrant to be confirmed. Truth would come out but be attacked from behind by Nia Jax, who seemed to have just automatically replaced him. She would make an impressive showing, eliminating Mustafa Ali. However, she would be double teamed by both Mysterio and Randy Orton, who managed to eliminate her. Jax now joins Beth Phoenix, Chyna and Karma as the only female participants who have ever entered a men's Royal Rumble. What did you guys think of the Royal Rumble? Let us know in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.